Hey guys, welcome to End of Storm, and some of you might know I'm an animator. I animate Legos, and sometimes I ask, is that Lego set worth it for my animations? Well, today we will be talking about the Avengers Tower! Woo! The Avengers Tower was released in 2020 for around 100 buckos. It came with minifigures, but we're not talking about the minifigures today. We are talking about the actual set and if it's good for animation. We have three criterias. Number 1, spacing. Number 2, look. And number 3, comparison. Let's start with spacing. Each floor has two sides, one side and the other side. One side is inconsistent because it has to always be a slope up. But this side is always consistent, being always 10 by 5. But the important fact is that comparing it to a minifigure, there's not much space. You would have to have two options: make a whole entire set for the Avengers Tower interior, or just try to fit in the minifigures in the small space. Some of the floors might be a little inaccurate to the actual build because I changed it for my own pleasure. But the thing is, watch our review if you want to see the original intended build. No, this set is not an actual modular building, meaning that there's a play feature. Meaning that this whole entire shelf thing can fall off. Be aware of that in your animations. Now, let's carry on with look. This Avengers Tower doesn't really have any inspiration or one thing that it's based on. It's more of a mismatch of a bunch of Avengers Tower like from the comics and mostly from the MCU, of course. But also note that in 2015, they made an Age of Ultron version. But also remember that they use different colors and different pieces and parts. This one I believe actually has an extra floor. But the biggest difference is the brick-built Avengers A. This Avengers A this time is actually brick-built, meaning that it can move around. But also know when in animation, you can actually bump it. No! So be careful and use your sticky tack, or like I call it, glue tack. If you are planning to put this in your stop-motion Lego cities, note that I do not suggest posing it from here, here, or here, because it's basically just a tower at that point. I'd rather you pose it like this or this. I also just suggest to make a little building under here, because if you want your actual characters to interact with the building, there's no real entrance door. So I suggest making a little like base where there's a door and then there's probably like a makeshift elevator. But again, I don't have enough pieces to do that. Let's start with the size comparisons. Here's the Avengers Tower next to some minifigures. Here's Avengers Tower next to For Private Drive. Here's Avengers Tower next to Giant Man. Here's Avengers Tower next to a car. Here's Avengers Tower next to a Diagon Alley building. Here's the Avengers Tower next to a Sonic figure, just in case if any of the Sonic filmers want to use Lego as their buildings, because I do. The verdict of this building is, isn't it a skyscraper? Yes, although it's a skyscraper, it still looks very good against other buildings, as long as you added a first floor, like an entrance. That would be pretty cool. And also, please like and subscribe, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And please do not scale this with your daily bugle sites. Okay, bye, Iron Man friends.